This is Dan Gritsko, and I am blown away. I've just seen The Horse and His Boy, and I cannot believe it. This is Shasta and Aravis. So Shasta, real quick, what's it like to play Shasta?
It is a very fun experience. It's amazing to see Shasta's turn in his character because he thinks he's all alone at the very beginning, but then he realizes, and then he meets Aravis and he runs away with a talking horse and he realizes there's talking animals and he learns about Narnia and he escapes to go there, and it's just an amazing story. And it's just very, very fun experience doing all this with this amazing cast, and it's just very fun.
You did an amazing job. And Aravis, how about you? What's it like to play Aravis?
Well, C.S. Lewis wrote a very brilliant character in Aravis. It was this is the only love story that's ever made in C.S. Lewis's books of Narnia. So it was really fun to be able to dive into her depth. She has many different layers as Aravis. She has the sassy, that she's the princess, and then Aslan meets her. She is able to experience the journey with Shasta, and she just has this beautiful character arch and turns into this humble Aravis character. So that's been really fun to be able to portray on the stage.
Very cool. Now, I'm going to ask you both what your favorite scene is, but I'm going to tell you my favorite scene is when Shasta, you encounter Aslan for the first time. To me, I listen to that sometimes and I almost cry because that scene. So anyways, that's my favorite thing in this play. What's your favorite?
That is probably my favorite scene, just acting off of my grandfather who is the voice of Aslan, and just the amazing puppet, and just what it's like, because it's kind of a picture of it's a picture of God, and just what it would be like talking to him and just hearing his voice and hearing my papa's voice and just getting to act off of him is my favorite scene. It's just very, very touching scene for me.
Super cool. And you, Aravis, what's your favorite scene?
Mine would be the same. I love both Aslan scenes. Those are really the turning points in the plays. So it's been really cool to be able to, it's just, he represents God so well, even with the cuts on his side, the nails in his feet. He's just a representative of Jesus. And so just to be able to have that moment with the Jesus character, it's just so powerful. And that's really where both of our characters turn. And his story realizes that, this story is a story of hope and redemption. He is not a nobody. He is not the most unlucky boy in the world because Aslan was with him all along. And then with Aravis, it really shows her, it's a humbling moment in her Aslan scene where she had poisoned her stepmother's servant, and she needs to be humbled for that and knowing that she cannot harm others.
Yeah, I think that's really sweet. In fact, how you encounter Aslan too. That last question for both of you, since you're teenagers, just say how old you are and just say, what would you say to other teenagers out there as to why they should, as young Christians, learn how to understand the arts and use them for Jesus? How about you first?
I am 13 years old, and something that I think that every teenager out there should learn to use the arts in a good way in representing God, because all the arts are part of God, and he has all of these parts of him. He's just not a God who's commanding, but he's loving, and he has all these characteristics in God, and we are a image of him. And I think that the arts are just a big part of him and what he is, and learning to use them, and just learning to use them well, and the messages that are in all these plays. It's an amazing thing for people, because they don't think of, oh, I'm going to hear a sermon. They think, oh, I'm going to see these amazing things, and their hearts and minds are already open to the message, and it can just come right in, and it's even more powerful than just a sermon.
Amen. That's super amazing. How about you, Aravis?
I'm 15, and exactly what he said, but then also being able to step into another person's shoes and being able to experience another's life. It's really beautiful to be able to see, you're able to understand God better, but also you're able to understand the people around you better. So it's something that's just, it gives you empathy for others and their journeys and their worth in God's plan.
Well, I will just say this in closing. I'm an old guy, and I watched the two of you and everybody else do this play today. It's my favorite of all the Narnia books, and I will say it brought tears to my eyes to see you both on the stage. So God bless you all, and keep up the great work.
Thank you, sir.